5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellous Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring them out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody slept well. Hope everybody's functioning as they should this morning. It's another edition of the Romello Marcellous Show. Keeping it pushing. Interesting topic, man. Let me revisit something. Trump and his bullshit. Think about it. The day of the Capitol riots, the commander of the D.C. National Guards has stated today, or actually yesterday, in a interview that it took up to 3 hours after the initial backup call from the Capitol Police for them to be deployed. He said the Pentagon dragged their feet, I guess in essence waiting for the call from Donald Trump. Motherfucker. Makes you question people's agenda. The whole legislative makeup. Everybody has an agenda that they're pushing. Even with these vaccines now, the pandemic, the whole thing. A lot of money being changed, a lot of money being shifted through these programs. People getting hemmed up with the loans. Everything's playing into something, man. How much of it is really benefiting us? But moving right along, if you don't trust the government, there's more reasons not to. Hey, Sonny, my daughter's in the room. They say they found a black box in Tiger Woods' car. Get the fuck out of here. You better be mindful of what you're saying in the car now or doing in the car. I thought black boxes were only for planes, for jets, things of that nature. Now they got them in cars. Ridiculous. When you think about it, man, you see mafia movies and they're quick to go out and get in the car and talk business and talk about who they're going to rub out and whatever. But I guess now you got to really think about what you're doing in every aspect of your daily travels and whatever. If they actually have a black box in the car, how much does it actually cost to put in there? And what are they actually recovering, or what are they actually able to hear or see? Who knows? You got a backup camera in the dash. They might be recording your every move. More entertainment. I think this is rather embarrassing, or makes us look bad. Seems the baby, Jonathan Lindell Kirk, is in hot water now after, I guess, allegedly renting the home of Gary Pagar. The initial rental was supposedly for a private vacation for he and 9 friends, but they allotted to shoot a music video at the behest of themselves. Mr. Pagar returned to the property and found that there were about 40 members of a film crew and extras there shooting the video. So Jonathan was in breach of the contract. The contract at that point in time for the rental was $43,706 for that. So they commenced to whooping his ass when he confronted them about the terms of the contract. He says the baby stole him, sucker punched him and knocked his tooth out. They damaged the house. They stole some things out of the house. Mr. Bergar is asking for 117,000 and change in damages. He said he was spat on, he was beat, he was robbed. So we see where this is going. Maybe the guy will well, let's put it this way, as in LA County, they're going to see about him. So whatever the baby's got going on now, it's going to be on pause in a minute. This topic, man, today is something that's affecting all of us. I don't know how many people have actually lost loved ones in the midst of the pandemic, how many people have actually had battles with COVID, how many people are now still battling with COVID or being ill from this. I saw a clip, I actually posted it, and I actually watched the full interview about Wendy and a few other celebrities. The topic of the day is to get the shot or not. That's the question, because we'll all be and all are being approached with that question: to get the shot or not. Do you trust it? Most say yay. They feel that they have to, or they feel that they want to, protect themselves or protect their loved ones, who have elderly people or babies that they're around. So they feel that they should have that shot. But do you trust the people who are administering it? And, honestly, I myself don't. Because you can't sit here and tell me that in a year's time, you mean to tell me you have some sort of cure for, or some sort of vaccination for this disease or this sickness, illness, that's going to actually help to benefit. I mean, you think about it. Cancer's been around forever. AIDS, all of these different diseases, and you have no cure. But you automatically, you all of a sudden have a cure for a pandemic or disease that's been around for just over a year. Actually, it's not, just over a year. Sonny says, I don't trust it or the people administering it. That's right, baby. I taught you well. Oh, we got our first caller on the show. Good morning.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, this is who's speaking?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm good. You know the topic of the day, right?
Yeah, I see. Talking about that flu shot. That vaccine.
The topic of the day is the shot, to get it or not. What's your opinion on it? Not.
I'm not going to get the shot. I don't have any plans to get the shot.
Any plans at all? Why do you choose not to get the shot?
I guess the main reason I choose not to get the shot is because I don't understand this whole thing anyway. But if you listen to them, they say the shot is 70% effective, or it might say 60% effective, but they don't tell you what is effective. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's going to stop it, whether it's going to just, stop you from getting it or passing it. It just doesn't make sense. They're not giving you anything concrete about the shot. I just wouldn't take the shot.
Well, there you have it. Individuality at its best. I won't be getting the shot either. That's too much. There was too much talk for me around it, and I'm going to ask your opinion further on this, Ron. Is that Scooter? The rhetoric that was going on before the pandemic about population control? To me, that's another agenda, or could be another agenda. I don't want to sound like some whacked out conspiracy theorist, but there's always some truth to a lie. What do you feel about that? What's your thoughts?
I mean, I think anything's possible. I mean, I don't put anything past anything. I mean, we all know about the Tuskegee experiment, and there's been countless other experiments on black people and other people. So, you know, it could be population control, but really I believe that whatever it is more so to affect the future than they're not really worried about us. I think this is a plan for the future more than anything. So that's what people need to worry about, their kids and their grandkids.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you have it. I thank you for calling in. Continue to tune in, brother. As y'all see, the phone number's on the line there at the bottom of the page. If not, you can give a call in if you want to call into the show at area code 929-322-3971. That's area code 929-322-3971. I'd like to hear from you. Oh, somebody said bring me on live. No, I don't want to see your ugly mugs just yet. We're working that out. So the shot or not. Some people have, there's been backlash about Wendy Williams about taking the shot. There was a comment basically saying that she's willing to take 2 shots of cocaine as opposed to taking 2 shots of this drug. You know, you can track cocaine. You know, you can go find a tree. You can find somebody mashing that up somewhere. But I don't know where this drug's coming from or who's making it or who actually has it. Go figure. And she says she's not changing. She's not going to stand back on it. She's not going back on it. Neither am I. So who else is taking the shot? Because I'm hearing conversations about different neighborhoods where, you have wealthy people or in wealthy neighborhoods that are coming to some of the different neighborhoods and walking in and getting those shots. So, what do you think? Troyan said, definitely not getting the vaccine. Research ID 2020. It's a part of a larger agenda. Bill Gates has been speaking on population control for years. Okay, ID 2020. Do your research. You got to do what's best for you, people. Not everything's going to be as you should have it or as you think you want it for you. But information is power. If you know where to go and find it or go look for it. How's everybody feeling today? Everybody feeling good? Feels like a Friday to me. Feels like a Friday. What's this? We're coming up on what, an Aries type of time of year? Aries or Pisces? What is it? Well, we rolled out of Pisces in Aries, right? Okay. Strong will, folks. The shot or not? Who's taking it? I need somebody to call in and tell me they're going to take the shot. Take the shot. Well, you see right there, with the 3-hour delay of deployment by the government to administer help to its own employees, what do you think they're going to do to us? I was talking to a first responder in regards to, their earnings. And they said that they worked in a hospital and they got, I think it was like a $200 bonus for all of the hours that they put in helping people and victims of this pandemic, COVID. I think that's ridiculous. I think they should be given a lot more for the hours and the time that they put in and the risk. I mean, they should receive some sort of HAS pay, even though they signed up for it. But this has gone beyond the call of duty for them to be exposing themselves to help us. So I think they should get a little extra something. So, yeah. Shot or not, who's taking it? I know I'm not. You're going to have to run down on me, cuff me, hog tie me. It ain't going to be easy to administer that shot to me. I can't fathom that. I watched a video the other day of a woman who had taken the shot. She now has symptoms of Parkinson's disease. She was perfectly healthy, went in, took the shot. A couple days later, she was out of it. They brought her back, I guess, from her state of being subdued, and she is now with Parkinson's-like symptoms. I mean, they say that, it affects everybody different, or it could not affect you, but who wants to be in that 1%? When you get just left well enough alone, wear your mask, wash your hands, and change your diet and stay the hell out the way. I don't know, is that enough or? Well, anyway, the number's on the phone if you'd like to call in. I'm not gonna put any faces up just yet. I'm still growing this thing. I want it to be organic. I'm not sitting here doing like most folks, rushing the process. Locked into Beauty just joined the room. Thanks for tuning in. Dwayne Collins is in the room. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. So what it is, goddammit, you getting a shot or no? There's actual footage out there. Oh, it's ID 2020. ID 20, research ID 2020. That's what it is. That's that site. For those who just asked me. I remember seeing something about it. I'll revisit again to get the full scope on it. But there is other footage out there where I forget the gentleman's name. He was a big force with the Brexit transition, and he was speaking to one of the parliaments in Europe, and he basically stated, "Hey, man, it's easier to kill 1 million people than to control 1 million people. So, choice is yours." And most governments use propaganda tied to paranoia to control people anyway. We're in a day and age now which world war is really not conducive those who are in control understand if I kill you, I can't get my money. So we'll use different ways to exploit the sheeps, the masses, to get them to do the things we want them to do, so we can get them in or get them out of the way. Has anybody filed their taxes yet? Have you gotten your stimulus together? Because that's the only way you're going to get that stimulus, if you're getting it, if you're expecting it. Another situation where they want to govern what you're doing, or what access they have to you. Shot or not. They approved the stimulus. Yes, they did, but you're going to have to file your taxes to get some of that money. The checks may not roll the way that people think they're going to roll, like they did before, because you got to claim, if you got any of that PUA money or PP, whatever, any of the P's, you have to claim that income. You have to claim that as income. So I guess everybody will take a shot of money, but you won't take that vaccination. I like that. Take a shot of money. How many have been tested for it, for the vaccine? LOL, pretty much. How many people have actually gone and taken the test to see if they had it? I've taken the test. I regret it, because I said I wasn't even going to take the test. But I will not be taking the shot. So once again, the question is, to get the shot or not? What's your standpoint on it? It's like Wendy Williams said, she's not taking the shot, nor is she changing her mind about it. And most people of color, us black folks, we remember the Tuskegee experiment. Toy says she has not been tested. You need to go get tested. Or not. Honestly, I'm a firm believer that you should protect your DNA at all times. And by giving them the opportunity to stick that cotton swab in you, they've got your DNA already. Fuck around, clone you, harvesting you somewhere like a plant, watering you every day. No, I haven't taken the test. However, I have gotten COVID. Okay, when? I'm talking to my child, y'all. What's up, Suggs? I got the first shot and I took the test. I don't regret it either. Okay, we got somebody in the room. You don't regret it. So would you would refer others to take the shot? Last year in the beginning, you got it. Okay. Hey, I got to go out and get my guy Anthony Suggs. You got to go get his book, man, The Beast Within. It's an excellent read. Excellent read. It's good to see you know, good stories, man, about people who don't have to embellish things. Excellent read. Yeah, the book is called The Beast Within. To get the shot or not? You gonna get the shot or not? That's the question. Think about how many people are traveling right now. Those cheap tickets. So it says everyone needs to get the shot. You're welcome, champ. Yeah, people are traveling all over the place now. You got these $60 and $70, $80 tickets. People are moving around. You know. No taste or smell, and had a little difficulty breathing, but a nurse for a mom. We know. Yeah. Everybody down in Atlanta, keep your head up. Hotbed. They're padding the numbers. Same in Texas. Everybody flying down to Florida, be careful. I know somebody is headed down there the next couple of days to Miami. Be careful. Be careful. I also know someone getting ready to leave the country. And if you those are those tricky trips right there. You know, you got to be on point, because you never know. They might decide to say, hey, just stay on over there. You can't come back right now. It's too hot. Just like they did last year to people who were on travel. Had those people out there on that boat. So shot or not? Are you going to take the shot or not? So Suggs, when do you go back for your second shot? That's the question. How long before you go back? Because I see a lot of people that have gotten the first shot. They've not been able to get back in to get the second shot. Or there's a problem with getting back to get the second shot. How long is it before you're able to go back and get the second shot? I see some people are having problems getting the second shot. That's my question. I honestly just don't trust it. I don't. Something up with it. You can't tell me that we've been suffering from all these other things for years, and we had this one thing pop up that nobody knew about, anything about, and you have something that's 70% Three weeks on the second. Oh, it's 3 weeks out on the second. Okay, that's how long. Okay. So they want to see how the first one reacts. No. Not motivated. Well, okay, about 2.5 weeks. Like I said, about 2.5 weeks. Just took the first one last Saturday. Go back March 21st. Okay. Well, Ramia says my mother got both. She's 85. God bless her. God bless her. Well, I guess I'm going to sit back and watch a minute. I'll watch. I'll just make sure I have a couple of stacks together in case I have to buy some. I trust the Lord too. I trust God too, Suggs. I'm trusting that he's the most powerful healer of all. And he's also the most powerful and greatest protector. Can't trust man. We're infallible. Well, I guess the show is growing. I got my first caller today, y'all. I'm excited about that. The number's up. I guess in the next few, once I feel more comfortable, I'll start bringing y'all wonderful faces on. I wanted to see whether I could wobble first before I began to incorporate other people to be sure that the content and the connection between me and you is organic. If y'all feeling me, man, put it in the box. Let me see it. If y'all not, if I'm some trash, put it in the box. Critique me. Let me know. I said this is an open platform. It's not just open for y'all. It's open for y'all to me too. This is what most people do. They get these forums or these platforms and you can't touch them. You can touch me. You can touch me. I'm here. Not going to change. Come on, man. You can be the guest. You can call into the show now if you want. That way you can get an opportunity to tell people about your book. Shot or not? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll change my mind. Do I have something to change my mind for? I like how when we look at celebrities, how they differ in influence. You would think that most people would have a positive response to Wendy, but I've been hearing a lot of negative this morning, which is shocking to me because she has a following. She has a very Crystal comes in the room, says shot. Oh, you getting a shot, huh? Okay. Why do you think you should get the shot? Why do you feel that you would take the shot, Crystal? I'm just not impressed. I'm not moved. I'm watching people move. I'm an observer. I like to see what people's motives are, what people are driven by to administer the things that they administer to people. Why there's such a pressure for people to take the shot. And you can't tell me what it's actually going to benefit. I mean, the research that I've basically been seeing is that it could help with so many other things, but this one thing, Crystal says her reasoning was her age, and I want to protect my loved ones. It's funny though, I've never had a flu shot. Go figure. I've never had a flu shot either. I don't get sick. It's rare that I even catch a cold. Very rare. So I don't understand. Remia said Wendy's biopic movie was good. Yeah, it was good. Told the story as much as it could. And the good thing about it is, like I said before, it's good to find people who can tell or have a good story and they don't have to embellish the story. And, you know, being around the music business as long as I have and being able to see certain aspects of things and being able to go up to Power or Hot when she was there with different artists, she is who she is. This woman hasn't changed. And you better believe if she does a story on anybody, her researchers, they're on point. They're on point. They're gonna have you to the T when you walk in there. Crystal said, never had the flu either. Most of us, as you know, people of color, we don't get real sick unless we're just not taking care of ourselves. It's genetics. It's just what it is. If you living hard, or your parents were living hard, and you're born in the world with those genetics, there are hacks and things that you can do to fix those things. Aisha says, has anyone caught the flu this year? That's a good question. Has anyone caught the flu this year? What gets me is the fact that everybody's talking about COVID and the COVID deaths, but what happened to so many other causes of death? Heart attack, car accidents. What are we doing? What are we talking about here? Even the flu, deaths of the flu. Deaths of the flu has always been in the millions every year worldwide. This time last year, you could take the count of flu and place it on top of this particular COVID, and you would see a stark contrast in that. Ramia said, I've had a flu shot and never got sick from it, like others said made them sick. Well, if that's the case, you actually didn't need the flu shot. Yeah. Once again, I spoke with a first responder who was there in the beginning and worked in New York. And a lot of the hospitals were using the respirators. The respirators were actually accelerating the effects of people going through the respiratory issues they were having. The respirators are usually for people who have weak lungs. That's what they're used for. So if you're young, your lungs are intact, and they place you on this respirator, it will overwork your lungs, overwork your respiratory system. And this is how a lot of people were going out of here. Aisha said, I just read in India, they were the agency driving around and giving placebo shots for 750 rupees, which equals or the equivalent of $10. In addition to placebo shots, they were also administering a trial vaccine that has not been approved by paying them to get the shot. Wow. Ramia said, yes, flu shot has been killing people or has killed people. Well, you know, they've been paying people here in the country. They've been offering niggas chicken and biscuits to come on in and get the shot. In the comments, seems Aisha's put up a link for you to able to go if you wanted to research or see the Indian slum residents being a part of a COVID vaccine trial report of 2020. Karen chimed in. Hey, welcome to the room. Thanks for tuning in. Karen says, I'm not getting the shot until I know what the effects of the vaccine. Chuck says, I feel like if you're not going to take the shot, don't try to encourage other people not to take it. We're trying to save lives, the ones that take the shot. Everybody has their position, man. Can't knock you. But, you know, you still have to ask the educated questions about it. The most stupid question in the world is the one you don't ask. So you got to ask those questions, you know. Ramia said, oh, she was talking about the respirator. Okay, cool. Yeah, the respirator has been killing people. Putting people on the respirator for COVID was killing them. What about simple fixes to build your immune system or your resistance? Like quinine, club soda, ginger, your teas, your elderberries, those kind of things to excite you. You know that okay, like for sinuses and things of that nature, you can make a spritzer with crushed garlic and oregano to put into a neti pot, and it would clean your sinuses out and kill any bacteria that you actually have in it. My biggest critic is in the room. He says it's a personal preference. However, if you choose not to take it, you must practice extra care not to get infected. Yeah. Got to take extra care. That is the truth. If you have someone who's willing to take the dose of prevention, it's on us or those who do not want to take that dose of prevention to be extra preventative, to stay away from those people or to continue to stay distanced and to sanitize our areas once we are imparting that love to each other while we're moving around, and wash those hands, keep your mask, stay building your immune system. Your health is everything. I've always been told, my mom's she's been in the medical field for forever. And she's always been one to say, if you stay on top of your health before, if you ever take a fall, your body will fight for you. So even those who are going through things right now where we've been inactive, you're obese, you're feeling like you're thinking or you're out of shape, get up and walk. Walk. Just a simple walk. Increasing your water. Cutting the sugar out of your diet. Sugar is the biggest enemy we have, and it's in everything. Ramia said, I started juicing in March 2020, increasing immune system with juicing, ginger and turmeric, and etc. Hey, you got to do it. Got to do it. Crystal said, yes, building your immune system is key. Aisha said, Moderna and Pfizer are not FDA approved. Johnson & Johnson releasing a single-shot dosage soon, and Merck is working fast to produce single-shot dosage. Wow. Okay. So now we see where this is going. Well, we need to get our dough together and produce some shots, y'all. You know. Crystal said I may get 1 or 2 colds a year, if that. T Black says the shot does not prevent you from getting or spreading COVID. But then what does it do if you're taking the shot? Why are you taking it if it doesn't prevent you from getting or spreading it? Nigel says the vaccine sole purpose, as according to the CDC, helps reduce the severity of the illness if infected, thus helping to reduce the death toll. Aisha says, I'm confused about reports of the vaccine no longer need to be kept at a specific temperature. TB says it lessens the effects. Karen Robinson says that's the point, so why even take it? Vaccines are not cures. They're, however, lifesavers. Well, they have been known to extend life, whether you're talking about the measles or the mumps or polio, those vaccines. But then, you know, when you apply those or have applied those things to children, they've been known to perpetuate those things in children. So what do we do? Apparently the shot helps, Crystal says, apparently the shot helps lower the risk of you getting a severe case of COVID. Okay. Honestly, to me, it's all speculation. Everybody has their point of view and their belief. But if you believe in, you better believe in God. I believe God made us perfect. In his word, he says we are made like him. He is like he, and we are like him. We're able to heal and do all these things, but we elect to do things to ourselves that lessen our abilities to fight off or protect or heal ourselves. And all you're getting, get understanding. Greater is he that liveth in me, that liveth in the world. Nigel said, this is all new. There is no precedence. Either get it or not. Well, damn it, I'm not. But I'll do my part and stand, responsible for those that are getting it and those that aren't getting it. And I'm social distancing and washing the hands and wearing the mask and the hazmat suit and staying out of places with masked folks and lessening my travel. Ramia, right. Every human Every human's immune system is different. That's right. Based on the compromise and the damage that we've all done, whether we've drank, smoked, whatever. Get the shot or not? That is the topic of the day. And I'm sure that a lot of people are still thinking about that. And then, you got to think about where you're actually going. Aisha says it will be taken. I will be taking it. More likely the Pfizer brand. Heck, I allow myself to take vaccines that permit me to travel to Africa. If this is what's necessary to protect myself, friends, and family, I am and will. You go, girl. You go, girl. It is not new. It's just another strain of SARS. This is what Karen's saying. It's not new. It's just another strain of SARS that probably has mutated, and will mutate over and over again. And brother says, hey, no one has the answer in all reality. But one thing is for sure, and that is scientists have a proven track record on saving lives. Okay? Yeah, and scientists have a proven track record of killing people too, destroying lives. Crystal says all medications, vaccinations carry the potential of side effects. Nothing new. Read the back of the labels, people. I got that. But it's just this one. This one came too goddamn fast, man. And you don't know what to believe about anything. You don't know how high the numbers are. You don't know how many people actually have passed. Because I honestly, I don't know anyone that's actually passed of COVID. I can't attest to that. I don't know anyone's friends of friends that have actually passed from COVID. So Crystal says Karen is correct. SARS has been around for years. Yes, SARS has. It's like a lot of the other forms of diseases and pandemics have been around for years and are still here and thriving. So, Ramia says, I'm getting it. Gotta go. Well, you go, girl. Get that. Hopefully that won't come back to bite me. But anyway, hopefully you'll be all right. You won't have any issues with that. To get the shot or not. To get the shot or not. I'm telling you right now, honestly, I'm afraid of it. You know, it's like things in the store when I go and read it. Hey, you could, or actually the commercials that they have out. You know, come and get cellulose 5. You know, it helps you with night sweats or headaches, but side effects are itchy ass, dry mouth, tingling in the hands, shortness of breath, or death as a side effect. You got to kind of weigh for yourself, what what um what works for you? You got to outweigh the risks and the benefits. What is greater? Is the benefit greater, or is it, or the risk? Those that in itself is like, damn, do I feel that fucking bad that, you know, I got to go do this, or can I just tough this out and then not worry about the death thing, or the tingly hand, or the dry mouth, or the other host of side effects? There's so much information that has come out years later about the scientific community knowing how dangerous vaccines are, and the government still passed them, i.e., autism in the black community. The MMR vaccine. Do your homework, people. Do your homework. So on point. Don't be talking about my mama on here. She's a very, very strong advocate in getting it. Just so you know. Wondering, cancer vaccinations, AIDS vaccinations, Alzheimer's vaccinations, Parkinson vaccinations. Yeah, I will do that. Just that. Everyone is afraid, but the fear is greater in dying alone in a hospital from COVID. And that's the truth. Nobody wants to die alone, especially in a cold hospital. I'll give you a story, and I don't share much personal stuff, but God rest her soul, my grandmother passed away. And at 83, 84 years old, she was battling cancer. Nobody ever knew in our family. She passed. Before she went away, she had wanted a DNR, do not resuscitate, in place. They came to get her, took her to the hospital, resuscitated her. And grandmother went off. She said she wanted to go home. Brought her back home that night. And she passed at home. And that was her initial wish. So I understand how, you know, some people may, and up in age, they're elderly people who have their wishes to go at home and want to go around or go home with their families, you know, being not but so far. And it's a shame with this pandemic that when you go home or you go to a hospital, your loved ones can't come in with you. So this is what has been happening to some people, but we really do not know what they've passed from. It's been proven that people have been totally healthy but put on a respirator, and the respirator has overworked them and taken them on out of here. But who's to say? Oh, Scooter's back. He says, why is it that no one seems to be upset with the scientists that create and somehow allow these things to get out of labs? So why? I still ain't getting a shot right now, God damn it. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna. I'll retract the ever. It's like most new cars or computers. I want to wait the second generation, or let's see how it works, or see what if there's any bugs that need to be worked out, and then, okay, maybe I'll go and get the thing if there's a must. That part, right? Ah, they have caught one person in investigating the sources of how it got out. But are they getting the right person, or is it just somebody they want to pin it on? That remains a question too. Karen says, to sciences really save lives, or do they create band-aids on diseases and ailments that keep you on consistent repeat usage? It amazes me how they found a vaccine so fast for COVID-19, but yet can't cure anything. To me, it's just a big old money racket to keep people sick, sick, dependent, and on drugs. Not independent, but dependent on drugs and vaccines. Well, that is the makeup of the bigwigs who actually control the medical system in which we reside. You have to know that a part of the oath that they take is to do no harm. So, are they doing harm or are they not? I was reading a write-in from a doctor who stated that he wanted to do some sort of extensive treatment for a patient to give them some relief in regards to their respiratories. But the insurance company said no. So their hands are tied. And it's not always about the pay. It is about the coverage, because we as people, we're not always sane and sound with what we have going on. You know, the person could have true intent, the doctor, to save you or save the person. And let's say something goes wrong. Now the family's questioning, well, why did you do that? You know, and because the insurance company said no, he has no protections or no coverage. So it's business all the way around. He can't consistently put themselves at risk. It'll become mandatory. Well, that remains to be seen. I don't know what they did for H1N1, and I'm sure that whatever they did, it didn't become a mandatory thing, other than the wearing the masks and washing the hands and that kind of thing. No matter your decision, we all need to ensure we are doing our best to maintain healthy lifestyles. That's the truth. Change how you're eating, what are you drinking, getting your rest. And yeah. Is everybody seeing me okay? Is everybody hearing me okay? Direct from the CDC website. COVID-19 vaccination will help protect you from getting COVID-19. You may have some side effects, which are normal signs that your body is building protection. These side effects may affect your ability to do daily activities, but they should go away in a few days. Right. How many people seen The Walking Dead? If you have, I believe that art imitates life, and the goddamn zombies were created by the CDC. I'm just having fun. Forgive me, y'all. Scooter says science and technology kills and destroy way more than it helps or creates better life. Well, you got to believe so you can achieve. Everybody has their own potential, own beliefs. Once again, y'all, this is an interactive platform. This is your space. We can talk about anything. If y'all have any ideas, any topics y'all want to get off, any questions you want to ask, and you need to answer anonymously, man, DM me. Send those topics. Send those questions. Let's get into it, man. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. I hope y'all have enjoyed me as much as I have enjoyed you guys today. These healthy topics, healthy interactions, healthy discussions. I hope that we can continue this. And I mean, I'm going to do my part. Spread the word. Each one tell one. Anything, man. This is a no judgment zone. This is a free platform. You are safe here. We just want to help each other. Help each other be the best we can be for each other and yourself. Great platform. Crystal said, great platform and very informative discussion. Look forward to the next one. Peace and blessings, family. Love you too. Yeah. Family's great. Just know that I'm doing this as a labor of love. I'm not doing it like most people are looking to incur funds. Hey, if that be it, that's a blessing too. So be it. But this is just my labor of love, man, because a lot of times we're too close to our situations. Life is like a car. Once you wax it, a lot of times if you're on it too close, you can't see the wax. So sometimes we have to unplug from our situations and step back from it. And this is a good platform to talk about things or just talk to other people to give us insight. Yeah. I'm going to let this one fly, y'all. And no, I haven't dyed my damn hair. It's the gray is right here. It's the patch is right here. Oh, man. Oh, you got to laugh, y'all. Laugh. Laughter is an excellent, excellent, excellent medicine. It's better to see people laughing than crying and going through things, even in the midst of it. Try to keep a smile. I'm going to check on out of here. And before I go, though, my biggest critic He says, glad to see you took my technical TV production advice. Looks awesome. Yeah, love you too, bro. Tomorrow, man, we're the topic I got tomorrow. I said we would get off into buck breaking today, but we're going to do it tomorrow, and I want you to be prepared for some of the stuff that I'm actually going to present to you guys, as the facts are still there to this day, and how the mental buck breaking is actually happening. We as the black man are the last on the pecking order, the last on the totem pole. And it's a shame that as we are here, we're becoming a dying breed. Someone was talking to me yesterday and asked a question about a gentleman that walked up and shook my hand. And we depict a clean, well-dressed brother as a metrosexual. And actually, nah, this brother was hard as nails. I come from that cloth where you were clean shaven and you had hard bottom shoes and you put a tie on. That is so far removed now. I was watching a comedian the other day, and I'm just rambling here for a second, but I just want to put you on point and try to kind of prime you for what we're going to do tomorrow. Scrunjo, he had a set where he was talking about, he went out and he was in LA with his cousin who was from North Carolina, and they did these different calls, and there was a quote unquote gang that did a call, and the cousin said cock-a-doodle-doo. So they ran down on him, and they felt subdued until they looked down at his pants and saw some turquoise skinny jeans. I'm saying that to say this. We have been taught to believe that we don't know who we are. We lack our identity. And in retrospect to me, I was taught that a suit and tie, even in the midst of the fact that you were in the street doing the things that you were doing, if you needed to make a move to better your life and you're dealing with people who don't know you, it is better to move that way to appear less threatening, because they're already threatened by me anyway. And to this day, we are still being emasculated with the images in the media, even down to the new gatekeepers, which are the rappers, which is a shame because they control the majority of the media, which is being perpetuated by those who want to continue to indoctrinate ignorance in our children by keeping them distracted on these platforms. If I had my way, you would actually have to have a course on how to conduct and to dissect the information that you receive on these platforms, but it's not so. So if you got a young man around you, if you know a young man who doesn't have anyone, brothers, reach out to him. Give him something to look up to. Especially around 12 and 13 and 14, young guys are looking for the man that they want to be, and they're searching. And if all they see is the TV, the plants, that's what they're striving for. This is why our professional base on our infrastructure as a black community is almost non-existent. It is far and few between we see good black lawyers, good black doctors. They're not plentiful. They're there, but they're not plentiful. Good, strong black teachers. So we'll get into the buck breaking tomorrow. So please tune in. Each one, teach one, bring one to the party tomorrow, because it's going to be one. I will give plenty of resources for you to do your own research. I don't know it all. I'm just sharing what I do know and what I have actually found. And it's for you to expound for yourself and for your loved ones and those that are coming beyond you. Okay? So, in all you're getting, get understanding. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because you are great in everything that you do. Your ideas are not crazy. They merely needed to be acted upon. People thought Noah was crazy until it began to rain. So, with that said and done, I got to go on and get out of here. With love, peace.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellous Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.